Hello everyone, it's Huda Khalifa here. I upload weekly videos about self-development and finance. In today's video, we're going to talk about 7 habits of highly effective people. If you're interested, keep watching. I guess everyone read this book, but it's just impossible for me not to talk about this book. The first one is going to be proactive. I have this friend. They always keep complaining about how their economy sucks in that country. While I have another person in the same country who's living a good life and having a very good lifestyle. So what's the difference between these two? You might say that they have a family that can support them, they have a better education, they might have this and that. But let's just put everything aside. There are two kinds of people in this world. The one that complains about everything and not do anything about it. And the other kind is the person who, yes, they might complain, but they still do something about it. So if you're always complaining that there is high risk of getting this, let's say this virus, are you taking good care of yourself? Are you wearing the mask? Okay, let me give you an example of the coronavirus. It's everywhere. Are you being an active person that always stay home, and if you have to go out, you're wearing your mask, you're washing your hand, you're just complaining for the sake of complaining with everyone else? That's the first point. Be proactive person. Instead of just complaining and just draining your energy, do something towards it. You might not go and change the world, obviously that's hard, but you can change yourself, which can change your environment. The second part is going to be begin with the end in the mind, meaning that if someone asks you describe yourself in your 70s, in your 50s, what are you going to say? Are you just going to say, oh, I will be the most successful person? What are you doing right now? Okay, if that's the case, that's not a problem. Okay, you will. But right now, what are you doing? Are you spending all of your time on social media? Are you just spending your whole time talking about this person, backbiting, doing this and that, doing literally nothing that have any connection with what you want to be in the future? So begin with the end in the mind. So the third one is going to be put first things first. I'll ask you one question and you have to pause the video before you answer. What is the most important thing in your life? You might say my health, my family, my children, my wife, my husband, my friends, my society. You'll never say organizing papers, spending 7 hours on TikTok, 8 hours on Instagram, wasting my whole day on YouTube, doing literally nothing. You will never say that because this is not the most important thing in your life. But right now, what are you doing? So are you spending most of your time with your family since they value more? Are you doing things that you really think they are useful in your life? Or you're just sitting there and watching TV for hours and being literally a lazy person since I don't need to do anything and we have a lot of things going on this life and this world. So me going and playing with my kid, sitting with my parents, loving people around me is just useless because, you know, it's not because of me. It's because of some weird country that we're having this. So what is important in your life? The next point is going to be think win-win. Let me tell you this story. First year when I went to university, I was having this difficulty in understanding this subject. So me and my friend, we went to ask one of our classmates who seems that they understand the teacher. So we're like, hello, can you please help us in this equation if you understand it? The person was like, yeah, of course, sure, I'll help you with that. But let's meet today in this place. And I was like, just for explaining this equation, we need to meet in this place. Though it wasn't a big deal, I'm like, okay, let's just meet. It's not a big deal. Let's just meet in the same place, you said. So we went. The person could just explain whatever we were asked for in the class on the board. The person could just explain everything there, right there. But the person gave us time so that we can meet. The person bring model with him, so just he can explain one equation. Just to explain one equation. He could have just tell me, you know, come, this. You understand it? We're good to go. That's all I need for the moment. I don't need like extra things. But the person took his time to make everything clear so that I will understand whatever I asked for. You might say, what's the whole thing about the fourth point? We are classmates. Let me tell you this, we are classmates, right? And the person just can explain it somehow, okay, briefly, in a nice way, and that could be enough for me, isn't it? But the person wasn't thinking that if I will explain everything, she will know everything, she will be better than me, which is win-lose equation. And this equation, the sum have to be zero. The person didn't think in that way, because he can win and I can win. It can be win-win situation. We're not competing each other. That's the most important part. Think win-win. The fifth part is seek first to understand, then to understood. So, my teacher can tell me, you know that you have to appreciate whatever I'm doing. You know, I'm doing this everything for you. I'm planning the courses, I'm writing the courses, I'm explaining it to you, I'm doing PPTs, I'm asking you, I'm doing quiz, I'm doing this. Why don't you appreciate whatever I'm doing? If you keep telling me that I have to appreciate you, I will not appreciate it. Because instead of you telling me that I have to appreciate whatever you're doing, why don't you show me? And then I really appreciate you. I don't need someone to tell me to appreciate this thing so that I can appreciate it, because appreciation comes by itself. You don't need to invite appreciation. You don't need to just force someone to appreciate you. So why don't we understand things, then be understood? And now let's go to point 6. Point 6 is synergize. What is synergize? If, let's say, there is 7 apples in the tree, and both of us, we're too short to just reach the tree and take the apples from there. But if both of us, we help each other, if one of us will be on the shoulder of the other person, we can take the apple and we can eat it together. Why do we need to take the 7 apples alone? When we help each other, things can be much easier, instead of me wanting the whole apple for myself. And eventually I can't even have the whole apple for myself, since my height don't help me. And I might even sit there and just pray for something to happen, maybe earthquake. I might even sit there and just pray for something to happen, some miraculous thing to happen, so that I can take the apple, which is 5 of them, impossible. So let's synergize. The last tip is going to be sharpen the saw. Let me give you a story of a person trying to cut a tree for hours and hours and hours, and it's not working. So you're coming and telling the person, oh, you know, you can sharpen your saw and it can just cut the tree for you. The person will tell you, oh, but you know, sharpening a saw will take plenty of time and I don't have that time to waste. That might just be a silly or funny story for you, but for real, that's what we're doing in our life. You'll tell me, Huda, I want to lose weight. I'm like, that's good. That's very good. You want to lose weight? Just go to gym. I was like, no. I want something so quick, because that really wastes my time. I don't want to waste my time. Just give me something quick. Let's say that I will tell you go to gym because it's good for your health. I will tell you that you need to organize these papers because it's going to be a lot if you're not going to organize them and just put them in one place. I will tell you that take good care of your family, because it is going to be, if your kid just grow up without you, it's going to be just a huge problem that you cannot solve in the future. You'll tell me, oh, these all things take time and I don't really have time. Let me just do what is really important at the moment. But you know that this money you're spending for your health is the same money you were busy collecting before. But why don't you just go to gym half an hour every day, and then you save your time, you save your money. When I will tell you that please organize these papers, because later on it's going to be a lot of things to do, and organizing it now, it's much better. You'll tell me, oh, for real, I don't really have time for that. Let me just finish whatever I'm doing right now, and then I'll go to that later on, which is never. You might lose important papers, and that day will never come. You're just wasting your time in the wrong place. Spending this amount of time in this task will just prevent you from losing plenty of time without you figuring what's the exact problem. Why am I not getting the result I know? Because it really sharpens your soul. So that's it for this week. Hope to see you soon. Bye.